Hey, what's up? How's it going? My name is Farron, and I'm going to light this Palo Santo before I get started. Thank you for joining me today. And what I want to do is share with you a question. Let's just spend a moment here. If you want to smudge or clear, go ahead. Put your hand on your heart. Just spend a moment. Okay. So, hi. The question that I was asked that I wanted to share with you is how to chill out. And since it's the holiday season, this question makes a lot of sense. Granted, it came from a student that I know just had a baby, so there's probably some other aspects involved in why she asked the question. However, I feel like we all can benefit from some stuff around this. So, first, it really depends on what is causing the not chill feeling, right? Is there something happening, or do you just feel unsafe for an unknown reason, something like that? So if it's an external circumstance, you want to separate yourself from the circumstance as best as you can. It's going to be challenging to chill out with something else revolving around. It's kind of like a storm, right? Get what I'm saying there? One thing that I do know from personal experience is it's possible that the unsafe feeling is just this underlying current, okay? And the feeling of being unsafe comes from many, many things that I don't really want to get into. But what I've figured out, or what I learned and tried, is that you can tell your nervous system that you are safe. You have to tell it. This is the big thing. That's the trick. You have to tell yourself or your nervous system or your inner spirit or whatever you want to name. It has to be part of you, okay? You have to tell it that you are safe. This is important. This is not that common of an approach right now, okay? The common approach is let it go, let it go, let it go. Well, nah, you have to know what's going on in order to let something go. And then on top of that, the letting go isn't up to you. So that can be a whole other topic. For now, know that you're safe. Put your hand on your heart and tell yourself, I am safe. This is one of the main reasons why I do my daily intentions in the morning. I have a whole podcast on that. It's not very long. My podcast, the name is Hungry for Apples Podcast. You can find it on Spotify. You can email me. I'll send you a link, and you can go ahead and listen to that. For now, just wake up in the morning and say, I'm safe. Outside of that, go ahead and check out that podcast. Another thing that's very helpful to kind of coax the nervous system into believing what you're telling it, right? Because you might have something inside going, no way, you're a liar. And that's common. I went through that also. That's very common. You can take it upon yourself to do some simple movements. Now, I don't necessarily mean yoga. A lot of you know that I'm a yoga teacher. I don't necessarily mean that. In fact, I feel like it should be even more simple. Simple hand movements, wrist movements, shoulders, a little twist here and there, the hip rotations, hands on knees, something like that, where you do basic range of motion and keep it simple, especially if you're trying to chill out. If you want a little bit of a workout, I get it. But if you're looking to chill out, keep it as simple as possible and add on. Maybe do a few basic movements in the morning or in the evening or whenever you get time for yourself, which might be very little time if you just had a baby, right? So take some time if you can. If you want instructions on that, are all my basic hip movements that we do in class, the hands and knees one, where you do a hip rotation out to the side and knee to belly. You can do arm movements, do your wrist exercises, anything like that is going to help. In fact, have you ever experienced these little things? You hear them? Okay. This is not the set that I use all the time, but it's a set an extra set that I have. You can find these pretty much everywhere, online, etc. I prefer getting them in Chinatown myself because I'm sure they're made out of the right stuff, okay? I usually don't use the ceramic coated ones, but like I said, these are my extra ones. I like just the simple iron ball. And if you learn how to do this, both directions, trying not to clank, you can pretty much do this anywhere, except for your kids are going to want to grab them from you. So maybe not then, right? But this in particular is a very old thing for calming the nervous system. It's supposed to help lower blood pressure and stuff like that. Now, I'm no doctor, but these things have been helpful for me. If you don't have a Chinatown area in your city, you might look online for them, or find someone that lives in a bigger city and just have them go get you some, okay? If you're a friend of mine, I'll do that for you. Talk to me, okay? Important stuff. Simple, too. Not so simple to learn, but the act of learning to do the rotations with your fingers is really cool and very calming. Another thing you can do is a very short meditation. And that meditation is something so simple, it blows my mind. You can do inside or outside. You just kind of don't want a lot of motion around, although it still works if you're used to it. Don't do this while you're driving. Obviously, I wouldn't recommend it even like on the bus. Probably not a good idea. You sit, you close your eyes, and you breathe. I like this, okay? And you basically notice the air touching your skin. I bring this up when I teach all the time. It is so simple. It is so simple, okay? Notice the air touching you. Anywhere, anywhere. This is the most free and simple meditation of all. You don't have to do it for any length of time, although you might want to do it often, especially if you're really feeling kind of out of sorts. Another thing to pay attention to when you're feeling like you cannot chill, drink more water. Water. It is so good. Water, 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 water. It's better if you get a non-chlorinated situation, although in the city that's hard, okay? The trick really, I think, with knowing how to chill yourself out is understanding your own special brand of feeling calm, the way it actually works for you. Because what I've noticed is it's rather easy to try to replicate somebody else's sense of calm. And what that really is our opinion, or, you know, we're just trying to replicate. It's like monkey see, monkey do in a little bit like that. And when we copy somebody else's calm situation, that is what we're doing. We're doing them, right? You need to figure out what works for you. So I'm not saying don't try a bunch of things that you see. What I'm saying is really feel into how things make you feel. If you're unaccustomed to that, it might take some time, okay? Another thing that's helpful for me is I have this great friend named Monique, and she makes these tinctures. And her name is Monique. She's fantastic. She's down in Los Angeles, and her company is called Dream Conscious Alchemy, and you can find her on Instagram. These are really simple, a couple of drops in water, and this one is called Peace Consciousness Elixir. This is the one I have, but I know there are others, and I'm not trying to tell you to take medicine. I'm saying this is a nice little friend to have in your pocket, okay? I'm not a doctor. Don't look for the calm in a bottle, but this is helpful. It's similar to doing some kind of aromatherapy, except for it's internal. It's very wonderful and simple. Put it in some water. There you go. Speaking of aromatherapy, okay, I have this. This has been very helpful too. I didn't realize that it was helping me chill out because I don't really usually feel like I need to chill myself out. I'm in constant practice doing all kinds of intentions all day long. I have this whole rolling thing going on. But this is from Hawaii, and it is Himalayan red hibiscus essential oil made by a friend of mine. And the brand name is Pohala, okay? This is the most beautiful little oil, and you take one drop, put it around, the back of the neck. It's fantastic. Okay. The reason you would want to use something is to understand how your sense of calm works. Okay. After a while, you're going to be tapped in enough to know, I'm feeling a little and I can just breathe or something like that. I think to chill out, to think just breathe, is a huge advanced thing. Stay simple, drink more water, move the body, tell the body you love it, tell yourself you love you. This is a good one too. Maybe have a tincture, some oil, something that smells good. Make sure you actually like the clothes you're putting on your body. Make sure you actually like the food that you're eating. These are all going to help you feel more chill. Now, a little trick. If you're with family, it's the holidays. If you're with family, you might notice your hands start to, they will go first, okay? If you see that happening, you might look down and go, oh, yeah? So you'll notice your body reacts, yeah? What you should do is leave the room if you can, go to the bathroom, wash your hands. Yeah? Okay. How many times can I say yeah? All right. This is just the way I am. All right. So we've gone over a few really basic things. The one big thing that will take your nervous system some time to get used to is you telling it that you are safe. You might have a little revolt. Something inside you might go, ha 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 ha, what are you thinking? And say, no, no, no. No, no, no. We are safe. All right? I hope this has been a little bit helpful. Check out my podcast, Hungry for Apples. Come visit me on Instagram. Maybe come to a yoga class if you're in San Francisco. And we can go over some of these things in person. Let me know if this helped. Okay? Thank you for watching until the end. Bye.